Hello and welcome to the Ambrosia Society. I feel like I shouldn't really say that because I don't know what that is yet. If you've been living under a rock, it's the spooky season. Yes, that's right, it's officially fall, and The Sims 4 is celebrating. Not only is there a new Life and Death expansion pack coming out on Halloween, but leading up to the release, they're coming out with a Reaper Rewards event where you can win in-game prizes for helping the Reaper out by looking for Ambrosia and learning the secrets of the Ambrosia Society. The reward event started September 24th, which is before I upload this video. So you can be earning prizes right now. Last week I promised you a video all about how to make Ambrosia, which might be the end goal of the Reaper Rewards event. Spoiler alert, it is. The Reaper Rewards event dropped today and The Sims came out with a sneak preview of some of the tasks that we're going to have to do, one of which is obtaining a death flower and another is catching an angelfish. So if this video isn't helpful now, it will be in the upcoming weeks. There's other tasks that you're going to need to complete and the coming weeks are still locked, but you will need to gather the ingredients yourself. So I'm going over everything there is to know about Ambrosia, how to make it, where to find the ingredients, and most importantly, how to cheat it. If you're just looking for cheats and the fastest way to make it, skip to this part of the video. Otherwise, we're going over the nitty-gritty, where to find the ingredients, what skill levels you need to be at, so on and so forth. So without further ado, let's get started. So this is my main Sims house. This is where I put all my time and energy in when I'm playing the game. Please ignore these blue windows, they're just a glitch. I'm going to be using this Sim because they have pretty high stats, and it's going to save me a lot of time. First thing we're going to have to do is up our gourmet skill level. That way we can unlock the Ambrosia recipe, and then we can start looking for the ingredients. So let's go downstairs to the kitchen. To do gourmet cooking, you need a home-style cooking level of at least 5. So you can go to a stove and just cook until your skill level is up to a level 5, or you could use cheats. What you have to do is hold control+shift+c all at the same time, then type testingcheats true. Once you do that, you can type in this code and hit enter, and it will automatically up your skill level. Now when you click on the stove, you get a gourmet cooking option. To cheat the gourmet cooking skill level 10, you could put in this code. You'll get an achievement, and now when you click gourmet cooking, you can scroll all the way down to the bottom and Ambrosia will show up. Here it says, Ambrosia can bring a ghost back to life or reset the age of a living sim. Now you can see the ingredients that you're going to need. You'll need angelfish, potion of youth, and a death flower. Let's get started with Potion of Youth because it's going to be the easiest. You buy Potion of Youth at the reward store. You're going to need 1500 satisfaction points. You can do this by completing whims that your Sims have, or you can get satisfaction points by completing aspirations. If you don't have enough satisfaction points, you can also cheat them. In the top bar, just type in this code and replace the X with how many satisfaction points you want. In this case, 1500. Then you could buy the item from the reward store and it will show up in your personal inventory. Next ingredient is the angelfish, which is by far the hardest item to achieve, mainly because you can't cheat it. In the game, you don't need the highest level fishing skill or really any fishing skill at all, and you don't need to go to specific places, but it's just going to be really hard to find it. After doing some research and trying it out myself for, a good 5 hours, I've narrowed it down, and I would highly recommend choosing a sim that likes fishing. The better mood your sim is in, the better fish it's going to catch. Also, if your sim gets angry like mine, they could suddenly die from cardiac explosion. So I'm going to be grabbing Charlie Swan for this. He has a fishing skill level of 10, but if yours doesn't, just type in this code. This is also optional, but I'm going to make the sim quit his job, and then I'm going to shift and click on him, then go to cheat needs, disable need decay, and then do that again to make sim happy. This is going to give you the best results. I'm going to be fishing in Willow Creek at a river, and I'm going to be using at least a level 8 fishing skill to see which posts are sparkling. When a fishing post is sparkling, it means that there's rare fish to catch there. I'm also going to be collecting some bait, which in this case is going to be frogs. You can go around town looking for them, or you can cheat them. I'm going to go onto my lot and then switch to build mode. Then I'm going to be putting in this cheat. Once I hit enter, I'm going to go to the kitchen and to this bowl. Then I'm going to scroll down a little bit and start placing some frogs down. It's best if you use the same kind of frog. You could choose any frog, it doesn't matter which. But the same kind of frog is going to stack in your inventory in the same slot. And then you're not going to have to keep clicking on the fishing post to reset fishing with bait and choose a different bait. Once I place all these down, I'm going to go back into live or live mode. And I'm going to make the sim put them in his inventory. Now, if you have the Seasons expansion pack, you can't fish in winter. So if it's winter, type in this cheat and it will advance the season. Now you could just click a sparkling sign, choose fish with bait, using your frog, and I caught an angelfish in 4 minutes. They do have an angelfish in the debug menu, but it's not the real one. It's just a placeholder that they use for animations in fishing spots, but you can't pick up the item or interact with it. There used to be a way you could cheat them. There's still some cheats you can find online, but they just won't work. It's this old generate object cheat that will make it appear in front of your sim, but it's broken now. The only way to really cheat it is to get it from the gallery. Just go to the gallery, type in angelfish, and place a room that has an angelfish in it. I have one on my profile and I'll link it down below. The last ingredient you're going to need is the death flower. This is almost as difficult as the angelfish, except it's cheatable. You're going to need a gardening skill level of at least 5. So you can insert this cheat to get there. This will allow you to graft, which is going to be necessary. You'll need to graft a cherry with an apple to make a pomegranate, a lily with a snapdragon to make an orchid, and an orchid with a pomegranate to make a death flower. You can find apple, lily, and snapdragons in Magnolia Blossom Park in Willow Creek, and a cherry in Parched Prospect in Oasis Springs. However, you could skip ahead a little bit by going to your phone, clicking on household, buy gift, and then you could just buy a pomegranate right there. I wouldn't consider that cheating, to be honest. I don't think I would consider that cheating. I think that's in-game, that's fully usable, you don't even have to access the cheat menu. I would recommend planting inside a greenhouse with a glass roof so there's no lighting problems, and this will make it so if you do have seasons installed, it's not going to affect whether your plants grow or not. I go to Willow Creek and then I advance the season by putting in this code, and I make it spring so the snapdragons grow. Then I find a snapdragon plant and I take cuttings. Then I advance the season again to summer so the lilies grow. Then I go over to the lilies, I wait for them to grow. You could also put in this cheat to advance time, and then I'll harvest them when they're blooming. You could hold shift and click the plant, select growth stage, and then click blooming. Then you can harvest the lilies. Take them over to your greenhouse, plant them, do the shift click again to blooming. Click on the lilies, hit graft it with the snapdragon cutting that you got earlier, and this will make a hybrid plant. The hybrid plant can either grow lilies, snapdragons, lilies and snapdragons, or orchids. The plant only blooms once per day. You could also cheat an orchid by going to build mode, putting in this cheat, typing debug in the search and hitting enter. Then scroll all the way down to the bottom and orchid will be right here. Place it down your lot, and then once you get it to grow, you can take cuttings and add it to your pomegranate tree. This will get you the death flower. You can also find death flower right next to where you found orchid though, and I highly recommend that. Now we have all the ingredients. It only took a while. Just remember that if you're using a different sim to fish or to garden, that you switch out their inventory. I usually just go to the lot that my main sim is on. You're going to click on the sim, then hit more choices, friendly, affection, give gift, friendly gift, select it from your inventory, and it will end up in the other sim's inventory. Now you can go and click on the stove, and under gourmet cooking, choose Ambrosia. And the ultimate cheat for Ambrosia is to go to the gallery. I have one uploaded there if you want it, the link's down below. In conclusion, these are all the cheats that you are going to need. Remember to open the cheat menu by clicking control+shift+c at the same time, typing in testingcheats true, and if you want the potion of youth, cheat satisfaction points using this cheat, and buy it from the reward store. You could cheat Flower of Death by going into build mode, putting in this cheat, typing debug in the search menu and hitting enter, scrolling all the way down to the bottom, and then taking the death flower item and putting it on your lot, and then have your sim put it in its inventory when you're in live mode. For angelfish, I recommend a sim that doesn't have a job and enjoys fishing. I also recommend cheating their needs because this is going to take a few minutes and you'll have better luck if your sim is in a good mood. You could cheat the fishing level skill up to 10 by using this code, and go into build mode and type this cheat. Go into kitchen, click the bowl, put a whole bunch of one type of frog on your lot, go back to live mode, pick them up and put them in your inventory, travel to Willow Creek, fish in a river, specifically at a post that is sparkling. This means that there will be rare fish there. Click on it, fish with bait, choose your frog, and sit and wait. If you have seasons installed and it's too cold to fish, put in this code to advance the season. And if you just want the angelfish itself and not the achievement of catching one, you could just look it up in the gallery. I'll link it down below. Lastly, Cook Ambrosia by cheating the skill level Homestyle Cooking to 5 using this code, and Gourmet Cooking to 10 using this code. Now click on a stove, hit Gourmet Cooking, scroll all the way down to Ambrosia, and cook. And the easiest option of all is to go to Gallery and look up Ambrosia. Once again, I'll have mine linked down below. Thank you for watching, I hope this video was helpful, and feel free to like and subscribe for more Sims content. Here's hoping the Reaper Rewards event is as good as I hope it will be. I will be making more videos about it in the future. Thank you for joining me. Welcome to the Ambrosia Society, holding the secrets to immortality and being great friends with the Reaper himself. See y'all next week.